in other news, this is old news, but I kind of want to mention because me and Ray were just laughing our asses off. Simon, how familiar you are with esports in the Olympics?
Oh my god. This again.
Once again and slower, please.
How familiar you are with esports at the Olympics happening this year?
I know it was an idea. I never knew that it was
That idea is unfortunately
It's
real.
more than an idea now, brother.
I
Yep.
never knew that it went anywhere past the idea phase of it, which is why I wasn't sure what you're talking about. It.
God in heaven. You're in for a treat.
So one thing I remember, just quickly to summarize my knowledge, is that they really did not want it to be with any game that would, if ever so slightly, have any indication of violence. That I remember was like one of main sticking points.
Right, so that's it. This news came out a couple of weeks ago, but I just want to mention. But we're not recording, so I just want to mention it. So anyway, so Olympics happening this year, right? And they have esports section. Finally, for the first time ever.
I'm already scared for the punchline.
So Olympic esports are happening. Esports are happening with the Olympics this year, and you expect games like legendary games like Tic-Tac-Bow, eBaseball Power Pros, Chess.com, Virtual Regatta, Tennis Clash, and Gran Turismo 7. These kind of games.
Is it bad that the only ones I heard of is Gran Turismo and the chess one?
Yeah, so all these legendary games, you will be able to participate in the Olympics. You know, So that
Mommy,
was
when I grow up, I want to be a gold medalist regatta player.
like from one side it's nice that there's at least something, but from the other side the whole thing is so out of left field that in terms of
feels
like
like a bad
selection that it makes like the whole circle around to like you questioning everything again. And frankly, it makes me feel a bit better than I thought about Minesweeper at first.
oh, I had my friend Jan. He's really good at Minesweeper. He
I
plays it daily. I'm not kidding. He plays it daily.
I know there are people who actually do Minesweeper competitively, so I'm not particularly surprised. You know what surprises me the most about this news? It's less the game lineup and more that I expected just one game.
Right. So this was like announced months ago, right? These games, right? And of course, me and Ray are thinking, oh, also to add more to the news.
Did you decide to participate in the Olympics?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we're gonna go for that Tic-Tac-Bow gold medal and gonna do interview with BBC how we the best Tic-Tac-Bow players. No,
yeah, but I would actually pay money. I would pay pay-per-view to see you have an interview with like I know Piers Morgan.
listen. Okay. So anyone's listening right now.
Is we made this exact joke. Just imagine a gamer trying to do a serious interview with like 60 Minutes or some shit. What made you want to become an Olympic video game player? Oh no, man.
It reminds me. I'm going to send you in the chat. In the meantime, there used to be like many years ago, there was a hackathon or something like that in Poland, and. Essentially, they were interviewing one of the guys, and let's just say there was a little trolling involved from side of the guy who's actually like pretty known in the let's say the Polish scene in that department. Let me see. Yeah, I think I found the GIF.
Okay, so
I'm just going to
that's right.
Put it in the chat in the meantime. There are divided opinions on whether the TV was in on it or not, but the reality is they did show it in the actual program. So, okay, is it a GIF? It's not a GIF.
It's not a GIF.
I need to download it.
Okay, well, while you do that, I'm just gonna say this. So, anyone who's listening right now, whether it be YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, whatever, I don't care. Subscribe to Patreon, give us the money so we can participate in the Olympics and do that interview at BBC. Can we? Can you guys do that, please? can you support our travel to, was it in Paris? Yeah. Can you support us so we can...
Arms of the angels.
Actually, because
Help
Ray's
us get
American,
to
he
the
can play
Olympics.
e-baseball. Power Pros. You know, he can play
I can fall
baseball.
asleep.
I mean, to be fair, I am pretty sure there's also the competitive scene, but not for that baseball, but for like MLB The Show and such.
I would rather be a gold medal Gran Turismo driver. Thank you.
Well, I would, to be perfectly honest, considering the communities, that's probably the game with the most competition in that department.
Yeah, probably. There's gonna be people crawling out of the woodwork and be like, been playing Grand Theft Auto 1 on PlayStation 1 for years.
It also just made me clock. If you really wanted to make like an esports on the Olympics for a racing game, it should have been Trackmania, in my opinion. Because
anyway.
I tried to play Trackmania, and this is like a different level of competence from anything I'm ever going to achieve.
So anyway,
I'm honestly just amazed that Nintendo didn't bring back the Nintendo Olympics as a fucking golden opportunity. Be like, all right, you old ass nerds, here you go.
It makes me miss Word Cyber games though. That was a fun thing back in the day.
So anyway, what I wanted to say all this time, 10 minutes ago, so all these like legendary games, they added another game to the list. That's why I wanted to mention this. Guess what game they added?
Pinball.
Fortnite.
What?
Wait, weren't they supposed to have games with no violence? I know Fortnite is not exactly Doom Eternal, but
Wait,
it has guns.
So this is the catch though. They adding Fortnite, right? And you expect a battle royale Fortnite, like, you know, typical comparative Fortnite.
It's gonna be skeet shooting.
Is it gonna be Save the World?
Oh my god, that would be awesome. But no. So they inviting 12 players, so you can't even qualify for that, right? It's invitational only, which is...
That's very few people consider.
Yeah, so you can imagine where I'm going with this. 12 players, right? Some good players. And they're gonna play in some created, in Fortnite creative, right? In Unreal and Unreal Engine
but
editor
like,
in
okay,
Fortnite.
like, so far, fair enough. I guess it also from Epic, it's a bit of like a marketing push to show how good the thing is. So like,
Yeah,
I can see where they're going with it so far.
So they're gonna create specific Olympic game mode, or a map of whatever, right? Where 12 players will compete, you know, for the gold.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing because no violence or whatever, there will probably be no shooting. So
Well, yes. Also, you just reminded me of what, I don't know if it's still popular, but I know it used to be very popular in like Fortnite, a YouTuber / Twitch community, the Meme Olympics. Imagine if that happened on the actual Olympics.
oh my god. But yeah, this news was announced a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, okay, Fortnite. Now we start getting like, and they're like, oh, 12 players only. And it's like some special mode created for that. I'm like now you lost me.
Here's the thing. I genuinely like that there's esports stuff being introduced, but at the same time, I think more than anything else, I'm just confused because
add more.
It feels like the whole idea is kind of pushed by people who didn't quite have an actual experience with esports, and
You're getting close though.
It's more evil than that. It's not the incompetence. It's not incompetence. It's actually some. Okay, so some of these games, right, that I mentioned, like tic-tac-toe, baseball Power Pros, or Tennis Clash, or whatever.
Yeah.
All these games, right, are specifically designed by some studio or a company. Obviously. Obviously.
I can,
so
I
the
can
guy.
see-
Stake of ownership.
So
see where
some
this is
committee
going.
members that were deciding the games that need to be on the Olympics are owners of certain of these companies. So that's why these games are pushed.
Do I even need to say anything about that?
You can.
Yeah.
You can. Fuck corruption. Fuck them.
This is.
Yeah, that's how we
Yeah,
felt.
it's that level of cringe.
Consider that my statement.
That's right. So you said like, oh, the sun rises
Like-
every morning. Don't you wish sun did never rose in the first place?
Like I was kind of, even like with the weird twist, I was kind of on board with the whole idea until this specific moment.
Until
Yeah.
that was said.
Yep. Welcome to the Olympic Esports. Fuck me.
I mean, to be fair, it is very on brand with the International Olympic Committee, so
Yeah. We're pretty
It's-
on brand on them, yeah.
Monkey see, monkey do.
at least you can fairly confidently say that they're following the best in the business on that.
Best in the business. But like, guys, everyone that listen to the podcast, like I said, subscribe to Patreon. Patreon.com/TheLankySoldier. Get your extra content. Get a
Maybe
free
you'll
trial.
understand some of these jokes.
Yes, just enjoy the content and support us going to the Olympics to compete. You can do that. I believe in you can do that. You can pay for a race travel from America to Paris. I just need a ticket for a train ticket.
I mean, to be fair, you would have to play against each other.
That's fine. I don't care.
There's nothing new.
Which
We call it rival.
which would
Friendly rivalry.
be friendly.
Yeah, friendly.
Except for during, you'll hear that match going, and then it'll just be like a wide studio shot, and you'll hear, "You motherfucker!"
There will be broadcast from the competition, and all you're gonna hear is silence because they're gonna have to mute everything out.
they put some free royalty music in the background, elevator music,
We
while
would
we're
go live to
swearing
the
at each
audio
other.
feed down at the grounds, but it appears that the microphones are having problems today, so we're going to put on this classic selection of Beethoven for you folks. Enjoy the match.
And I don't know how it works on the Olympics, but it would be like in some of the leagues where you just get fined for that stuff, and you'd probably get fined more than the gold medal is worth financially.
It's a chocolate medal, you know.
Look, I just look forward to hearing this phrase. This year's Olympics sponsored exclusively by G Fuel. Because god damn it, it's gonna happen.
And here's some
Also-
highlights.
also-
It's just me
also-
and Ray shouting at each other.
Also, considering this somewhat, let's say, random selection of games, I wouldn't be
Random.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they would probably use the actual name and surnames, but imagine if somebody just said if the broadcaster on the Olympics said that, and the Noob Slayer 69 is going into the lead.
Like, oh my god, imagine you actually have a proper esports tournament or whatever, like in the Olympics, and they have like your origin names, your Steam names, whatever. Yeah, noobs.
I'm
Noob
here
Slayer
today
60
with Teabagged Your Mom 42069, uppercase X, lowercase x, flanking both words. We saw in the match earlier today you were on quite the high streak as far as the trash talking went.
That's, by the way, is another thing. If someone is not actually like an experienced commentator from the esports scene, even something so like standard like player names, like you're gonna have trouble. Especially
Yeah.
because for players from some countries, the way the name is written and the way the name is spelled are two very different things. Like I'm going to paste you like one example of the name.
Oh, give me
So it's nothing like questionable. But that's the name. The guy is Russian, but like you would think out of the blue that the name would be said at something like Boombla or something like that. But no, the way you actually say the name is Boomage.
Yeah, it's because of the Cyrillic language and so on.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, if you don't pay attention to the scene and stuff like that, you're going to just I know the broadcasters obviously prepare heavily, but still, if you're completely thrown in, you're probably going to there's going to be issues.
I just look forward to the broadcast where it's like Noob Slayer goes in for the kill. Oh, immediate headshot. There's a beautiful shot there. Oh, he's going up. Oh, and he's immediately teabagging his downed opponent. This will incur a card. Oh, and there's the referee throwing the yellow card for unsportsmanlike conduct. He will have to despawn for 20 seconds as a penalty for that.
He's telling the referee that he fucked his mom.
And now Noob Slayer is going off on a tangent, telling him about how he fucked the referee's mother last night. This is quite unsportsmanlike. And there's the red
he throws
card.
the N-word.
Noob Slayer has been ejected from the game.
You casual N-word.
Or another thing is obviously they would be called like Team Poland, Team UK, and such. But I mean, if someone who didn't do esports had to also use like the esport team names, there is always like a couple that you can trip up on, or that just sound confusing if you don't really know stuff.
Yeah, that's actually true. My favorite name
I actually am gonna also say my favorite. As I was looking at it, it's a team it's a Ukrainian core that recently got to the quarterfinal of the major in CS:GO, and the team is called Monte, which it
Isn't that a yogurt company?
I was about to say, if you're from, let's say, Poland, and you hear the word Monte without absolutely any context, the first thing you're probably gonna think of is that like one that's specific dessert type.
That's that yogurt.
The chocolate one.
The vanilla chocolate yogurt that is actually one of the best yogurts ever. But yeah, when I hear Monty, I think of like that yogurt.
Yeah, and I'm pretty I'm like 95% sure the name was created completely separately from, let's say, that product, because I mean obviously some people call their teams stuff for the memes, especially when it's not actual organizations. But yeah.
There's always this name that I always remember. In Battlefield encountered. It was remember when Battlefield we were able to make our own emblems and everything, right?
Yeah, yep. that went well.
Yeah, that worked well. So there was a guy named Private Dipshit 69, and he had a Doge emblem with a Soviet Union helmet on top of it, and it's I don't know why, it just makes me fucking laugh every time I see that. Private Dipshit 69 with a Doge emoji with a Soviet Union helmet on top. I don't know why it's so fucking funny to me. I don't know why.
Because it's just like a pile of things that are just wrong enough that when they add up, it just beats the threshold.
It's just so fucking like just BBC report. So here we have Private Dipshit 69 with a Doge emoji going for that gold. Oh, he missed. He called casually there for an N-word and he fucked his mom or something like that.
My favorite in terms of names and like drastic mispronunciations is actually a Polish player from CSGO who plays on Ends, has been playing there for a while. His name is Dycha, which is...
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, which in Polish, it's like a informal name for like a 10 zloty note. And the number of ways, and that's like an actual like top tier commentators for CSGO, the number of ways I've heard his name get mispronounced, which my favorite one is Dysha, because it means something completely different. That makes it means nozzle or snout.
I mean, he knows like that angle with the gun, right?